Communication is the single most important thing that any of us can do, whether it's personally or professionally. And I don't think that there's a soul on this planet that wakes up in the morning and says, I want to suck at my job today. And yet, some of us are not great at getting our point across, and maybe we could do better internally or externally. And so I want to make people better at getting their point into a system that actually makes sense. So, hi, my name is Christy, and I come to you in the name of making work fun. What I would love to do for your organization is build some community and kick you off in a way that will continue to resonate throughout your conference. So I would have three main goals in my time with you and your folks. The first one would be to really create some community building. So during my keynote, it would be very interactive and people would start to learn each other's names. They would learn a little bit about each other, their likes and dislikes, so that it can set the stage for everything else you're going to do for the rest of the conference. So that would be my main goal. But in addition to that, I would want people to leave with some tools in their tool belt so that they can be better at their jobs. So when I say tools in their tool belt, I know you have lots of different people in the room, and these people have not necessarily ever been together before. And so some might work in policy, and others in finance, and others are providers, and some are payers, and you guys have to figure out how all of those things fit together, right? Well, whether you're communicating internally or externally, all of the things that I'm going to talk about are going to be beneficial. So there are four major things that I think you must do in a conversation, whether that conversation is one-on-one, big group, small group, that have to happen. That conversation has to be safe, logical, fun, and memorable. So when I say safe, I'm not talking about OSHA regulations. I'm talking about psychological safety. Do you know people's names? Do you know their talents? Have you made it okay for people to make mistakes? Do they know that they can ask questions? How do you create that kind of environment quickly and easily, regardless of the situation? In addition to safe, situations must be logical. Now, logical sounds funny, maybe, and then yet it makes so much sense. You have to have a plan and you have to stick to the plan, but you can't be the only person who knows the plan. So we're going to talk about how do I create a space where people know exactly what to expect and know that I have their best interests in mind, and how do I do that again quickly? Then fun. Oh, this is my favorite because I believe if we make work fun, people won't quit. What do I mean by that? I'm in a work environment where I know that my talents are valued, then I know I'm valued, then I know that I bring value to the organization. That's fun. It's fun when I know that I am good at something and that I have all the tools that I need to be successful. Fun is also stickers and music and making people feel comfortable. Our brain only fires neurons when there is some sort of emotion tied to our learning. So if you're not evoking positive emotion, your people aren't remembering what you said. And isn't that kind of our goal in life, is to get people to remember what we said? So, safe, logical, fun, memorable. Memorable is so important because it's not enough for you to say, I need this on my desk ASAP. You need them to actually follow through with whatever that thing is. So I believe in the sprinkle, splash, flood, drip, drip, drip mentality, which very simply means you have to sprinkle, splash information ahead of time before the meeting, and then you have to flood them with information. That's typically the conversation, the 3-hour training, or whatever it might be. But then the drip, drip, drip is the part we forget. That's the follow-up email. That's the, okay, we met on Tuesday, now on Friday, I'm going to check back in with you. That's the way that we actually absorb the information. So safe, logical, fun, and memorable came to be because I'm a 24-year educator turned entrepreneur. I have worked with adults for the last 17 years, and I know that this stuff works. Whether I'm talking to Medicare people or real estate agents or mortgage brokers or nursing home nurses, it doesn't matter as long as you are creating an environment where people feel that it is safe to learn, that there's some logic to into what they're doing, they're having fun, and everything about the experience is memorable. So if that sounds like a great way to kick off your conference, I would love to talk further. Of course, things are definitely able to be wiggled, but that's the crux of what I do, and I'm really excited to have the chance to do it for you so that we can create a truly exciting experience together.